Hello dear viewers, welcome once again. Today is our new lecture on Python. In today's lecture, we will discuss about casting. Casting means converting a value from one data type to another, as we use in other programming languages like Java and C++.
मजीद वीडियोस देखने के लिए हमारे चैनल SST लैब को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन को दबाना मत भूलें ताकि आपको हमारी वीडियोस वक्त पर मिलती रहें।
So let's start. First of all, create a new source file here. For example, I have a variable named as a is equal to 10. Now the 10 is the value of a, and you can see that 10 is the integer type value. So if I want to convert a into float, then what I have to do? First of all, I'll use another variable called b is equal to. So here you have to use the data type in which you want to convert the a. So if I want to convert a into floating point data type, then I'll use float. Float is a keyword. So now in the parenthesis I'll pass the variable to which I want to convert. So here is a. Now I'll print b, and here I'll use print to print a to clear the concept. So here go to file menu and click save my program, casting, save. Here I'll run it, and you can say when the first print statement runs, it prints 10, and second print statement is printing 10.0. The value was 10 in integer type, and when this line executes, it converts the value a into floating point value and assigns it to the b. So 10 is an integer type value, but when it is converted to float data type, it includes 0.0 at the end of the value, because the floating point value is always in a decimal point value. So if my value is a is equal to 10.5, now it is a floating point value. Here I'll use print a. If I want to convert this floating point value to integer type value, I'll use the same method, b is equal to. So now here I'll write the keyword int, because I want to convert the value of a into the integer type value. So I'll use int, and in parentheses I'll pass the parameter a, because I want to print a into integer type, and then I'll print b to see my result. So go there, run, okay, save it. So here you can see the first value is in floating point and data type, and another second value is in integer type. When this line executes, it converts the 10.5 to 10, because the 0.5 part is a decimal point, but I want to convert this value into integer type. So when I convert this value into integer type value, it removes the decimal point and stores the integer part into the b. Now if my a variable holds an value in string or character, okay, now in the string it is as a string. but I want to convert this string variable type into the integer. So I can also do it with the help of casting. So here I print a. Now b is equal to int a, and I'll print it b. Now run it and check the result. So here you can see the in the both print statement the result is same 10 and 10. But logically the first 10 is a character type, you can say the string type variable, string type value, but the second is integer type value. But keep in mind that if your variable is in string or character data type, or you can say that if I use here the double quotation, it will also be converted. So if your variable is in string, but keep in mind that the data in the string should be convertible to the other variable or data type. So here if I write, you can say gh. So now when I run it, what happened? So here you can see the error, invalid literal for int with base 10. So it is saying that we cannot convert this data into integer data. So keep in mind that if you want to convert a string or character data into number data, any number data type like int, float or double, so your data must be convertible into number. It means that your data in the string must be integer. So in this way you can convert your one data type variable to another data type variable, because you can see that Python is also an object oriented programming, and we use here the method like int, float, to convert the value from one data type to another. When you are declaring variable, you don't need to specify the data type of the variable as I told you in the previous lectures. But when you are going to convert a variable into another variable, you will use these keywords, data type keyword before parentheses. So if I have a variable a is equal to 10, this is in an integer type, but if I want to convert this 10 into a string variable, so I'll use the following method. First I print this a, then b is equal to str. To convert any number, any data type into string, you will use str, not whole word string. So keep in mind, a is equal to 10, b is equal to str a. Now I'll print this b. So now we will see that what happened. Okay, here first 10 is an integer type and second 10 is, you can say, that string type. So if I print b plus string, here I write space is string and I'll run this program, so it is printed. But if I use I'll run it, here you can see that an error. An error says unspotted operand type S for plus. In Python, you cannot concatenate a number data type with a string data type using plus operator. In the next lecture, we will also briefly learn about that how to concatenate the strings. In Python, you cannot use plus operator to concatenate different types of data like string and other number data type like integer, float or double. So what method will be used to concatenate different type of data with the string we will discuss briefly in the next lecture. Here I used it only to understood you that what is the difference between these two terms. When I use the plus operator with this term, you can say the b value, it compile and run correctly because b is a string type and this is also a string type value, so it can concatenate them. But when I use plus operator with the integer operator, it generated an error. So this is all about the casting. Casting is very important because when you are working with the math programs and accounting program, you will need to convert different data types into other data types. I hope you have understood this topic. In next topic, we will discuss about the strings in Python. So, if you have any problem to understanding this topic, you can comment in the comment box and I'll guide you further. Here we will end our lecture and we will meet in the next lecture. Till then, Allah Hafiz.